Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to go ahead and do my review video on My Little Pony Season 6, Episode 16. Alright, and so this episode first starts off with Spike going to the Crystal Empire with a Twilight and Starlight glimmer on the train. And apparently you see Spike dressed up trying not to be noticed by any pony, but apparently that didn't work, but for some reason also that there was no one really on the train. And so after the intro, they finally made it to the Crystal Empire to meet up with Princess Cadance in shining armor. And I'm so glad I got a chance to see Florrie Hart again. She's just too dang cute. But anyway, when they got there, they found out there was a changeling nearby, and Spike decided to help out and search for the changeling. And then he ends up finding this snowy cave. However, he ended up actually being really the changeling. Spike had found the changeling, and apparently it ended up being really nice to Spike. His name was Thorax, and he decided to give Spike his little backstory. They showed him when he was born in a changeling nursing hive, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looked kind of creepy at how they were like hissing as they were being born. And he felt bad after the attack on Princess Cadance, and you could see how bad Thorax felt in his little egg. Like when he was a baby, you could see how bad he felt about all the other changelings around him. And he was also inspired by Twilight's friendship with the main six and how they managed to defeat the changeling army when they were attacking Princess Cadance and Shining Armor's wedding. So Spike went and talked with the guards in Shining Armor about Spike wanting to be friends with the changeling, and apparently they didn't buy it at all. So Spike went back and told them that it wasn't going to work. However, Thorax did manage to change it into a crystal pony, and that's where Spike named him Crystal Hoof. And I kind of like that name, actually. But anyway, and that's also where he decided to introduce Thorax to the other ponies in the Crystal Empire. But obviously, I'm sure that as Spike was introducing Thorax to the other ponies, he was calling him Crystal Hoof. But anyway, however, when Thorax met Florrie Hart, his cover got blown because of all the love that Thorax could see off of Florrie Hart because changelings like to feed off of love, but apparently this changeling, I don't think that's the case with this one. And at first I thought Thorax was going to scare Florrie Hart at first and make her cry, but he did end up running away. But Spike went back to the snowy cave again to convince him to come back to the Crystal Empire. And that's where Spike told him that Thorax was his friend. As Spike and Thorax went back to the Crystal Empire. And Spike even sang a song about it as well. And it was actually really good. And I really love the harmony to it. And that's actually where Twilight and the other ponies, they approved of Spike being friends with Thorax and ended up being nice to Thorax as well. And so overall, I thought this was a pretty good episode. I must say, these Spike episodes are improving this season. Because in a lot of Spike episodes, when he tries to help out, he ends up messing things up. But I'm glad that this wasn't the case in this episode. Like, he was basically trying to do something beneficial to one well, I mean, really, I guess, because some episodes he helps one certain pony at a time, but I guess in this case, it was the same case as well, Spike really didn't mess up anything too bad in this episode, or really he didn't mess up anything at all. Like, he didn't, like, what sometimes when he ends up helping out, certain big disasters end up happening. And also, what I like about this Spike episode is he doesn't feel as underappreciative. Like in a way, I guess I really didn't feel bad for Spike in this episode with what he was trying to do. I kind of just felt more bad for Thorax. And again, I really like the song, and I'm so glad that Spike got his own song in this episode, and it just sounded really great. But anyway, so this is my review video on My Little Pony Season 6, Episode 16. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time, alright? Alright, thanks, guys. Alright, bye.